Good Tuesday evening, September 9th, and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Here are a few of the stories we have coming up for you tonight. Governor Bob Ferguson visited Wenatchee today for the State Building and Construction Trades Council Convention held downtown at the Wenatchee Convention Center. A recent release of the nation's report card shows Washington State at or above the nation's average score for mathematics and reading in grades 4 and 8 for 2024. Possible scattered showers in our weather forecast for Wednesday with really nice late summer weather for the rest of the week. Your full local weather forecast is coming up. A change in leadership at Wenatchee Valley College has the institution losing down a vice president. Wenatchee Valley College Communication Director Marcine Miller confirmed to NCWLIFE that former Vice President of Administrative Services Brett Riley had his last day at the college on Friday, September 5th. According to an email obtained by NCWLIFE, President Famous Harrison said the decision to not retain Riley was made due to the college's financial health. Riley, who joined the college in 2017, oversaw the development of the Michitui building as well as the Center for Technical Education and Innovation building. Harrison said the college will begin a search for a new administrative services leader who will have expertise in accounting and ability to advance in college's financial solvency. A Moses Lake man who federal prosecutors called the primary gang recruiter for all of Grant County will spend 10 years in prison on firearms charges. 31-year-old Hassaner Amezcua de Silva allegedly led the Moses Lake segment of the Norteño gang and passed on the group's rules and teachings to new recruits. He's also accused of passing orders from incarcerated gang members to foot soldiers on the streets, including a kill on sight order against one individual the Nortones believed to be an informant. De Silva was one of dozens of people in Washington indicted in a single gang-related federal case by the U.S. Attorney's Office in Spokane. He was originally charged with conspiracy to launder money and to retaliate against a federal witness, but pleaded guilty to a charge of possessing firearms while a convicted felon. District Judge Stan Bastian sentenced De Silva on August 29th to 120 months in prison. Governor Bob Ferguson visited Wenatchee today for the State Building and Construction Trades Council Convention held downtown at the Wenatchee Convention Center. The annual event brings trade unions together, and Ferguson used the occasion to sign an executive order requiring large state building projects to put collective bargaining agreements in place that cover both union and non-union workers. Attorney General Nick Brown also addressed the gathering. East Wenatchee became a home for training in the electrical trades when the IBEW opened its technical training site there in 2022. We asked the governor how the state is supporting trades education in Washington.
So there's a number of things we're doing. I mean, one is making sure that young people know what the opportunities are for them if they want to pursue apprenticeship training, for example. So Washington State has some of the most generous programs for individuals who want that kind of training. So if you're at a certain income level, you can get that kind of training for free, right? You're eligible for that. You fill out a form, but you're eligible for that. So Washington has some of the most generous policies for young people who want to go into, for example, into the trades. And so I think we're in a good place from a state, but we can always do more. And I think I even spoke when I was in there a few moments ago about bills that passed this last legislative session for using apprentices on public work projects, for example. So making sure at each level, getting young people who want to go into the trades, for example, but also making sure we're providing the support for them, financially and otherwise, to make sure they can do that.
The Washington State Department of Transportation is closing down the Applets Way Bridge in Kashmir tomorrow for repairs. The Department of Transportation will conduct an inspection of the bridge and repair the deck and guardrail and update signaling systems as part of a statewide project. On Wednesday, the closure is scheduled from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. to allow time for all the repairs. Alternate bridges are available for drivers to access Highway 2 from Goodwin Road or Cotlett's Way. When we come back, local Indigenous leader and historian Randy Lewis will pass down his knowledge of material gathering to an apprentice under a state cultural program. Confluence Health recently earned a gold recognition as a Joy in Medicine organization from the American Medical Association. And a recent release of the nation's report card shows Washington State at or above the nation's average score for mathematics and reading in grades 4 and 8 for 2024. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
Your favorite local channel is now available for free on your smart TV and connected streaming devices. Watch live programming and catch up with the latest shows on demand. See the local stories that matter to you. NCWLIFE, now on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV.
Hi, I'm Amanda Walden with A. Walden Insurance Group. Medicare can be overwhelming, but you don't have to figure it out alone. I've been helping people understand their Medicare options for over a decade. Medicare isn't a one-size-fits-all. I'll help you understand your coverage options so you can feel confident in your decisions. Let's find the right Medicare plan for you. Call me today or come and see me at my office located on South Chelan Avenue in Wenatchee between the YMCA and the Social Security office. I look forward to meeting you soon.
Welcome to Mountain Chick Floral, your go-to flower and plant shop in downtown Wenatchee. Explore their wide variety of unusual and fun plants. And when you buy a plant in a container, they'll pot it up for you absolutely free. Birthday or weddings, they'll create the perfect floral arrangement for you. Brighten up your office with fresh blooms delivered to your door or business. Ask about floral subscriptions. Visit Mountain Chick Floral today, where every occasion is a reason to celebrate with flowers.
Is your yard outdated, overgrown, or just not working for your lifestyle? At Bailey's Pro Landscaping, they specialize in transforming ordinary outdoor spaces into beautiful, low-maintenance landscapes built for Central Washington living. From custom designs to full installation, they bring expertise, creativity, and craftsmanship to every job. Your yard has potential. Start your project with Bailey's Pro Landscaping.
Local Indigenous leader and historian Randy Lewis will pass down his knowledge of material gathering to an apprentice under a state cultural program. The 2025-2026 cohort of a Heritage Art Apprenticeship, it was announced yesterday and includes 16 teams that will work together to dig deeper into a cultural tradition. During the project, each master artist will work with their apprentice for 100 hours. Lewis will teach Ellensburg-based educator Sia Aronica how to gather and prep materials to create traditional cedar root baskets. The apprenticeship will focus on what material needs to be foraged and where and when to gather those materials. Confluence Health recently earned a gold recognition as a Joy in Medicine organization from the American Medical Association. The award honors healthcare organizations that prioritize methods to reduce burnout and enhance the professional fulfillment of doctors. In 2021, the burnout among U.S. physicians peaked at 62.8% during the COVID-19 pandemic. The national number has since decreased to 45.2% in 2023. Even with improvements, the AMA says physician burnout levels remain much higher than those of other U.S. workers. Confluence Health is one of 6 healthcare organizations in the state and among 109 in the nation to receive the award. A recent release of the nation's report card shows Washington State at or above the nation's average score for mathematics and reading in grades 4 and 8 for 2024. The tests administered between January and March of 2024 indicate 75% of 4th grade students placed at or above the basic level for math, higher than the 59% of 8th graders. For the reading portion, 61% of 4th graders were at or above basic reading level, and 8th graders were at 69%. The percentage of 4th grade students at or above basic level remains similar to the numbers posted on COVID-19 pandemic. For 8th graders, the number dipped a bit in 2024 for math and reading compared to those after the pandemic. Coming up next in tonight's feature story, we will guide you through the process of obtaining and using a passport. We have a beautiful weather trend ahead with sunshine and warm temperatures right into Saturday. I'll have all your weather details coming up, as well as Eric Grantstrom with tonight's sports report as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after the break.
Your favorite local channel is now available for free on your smart TV and connected streaming devices. Watch live programming and catch up with the latest shows on demand. See the local stories that matter to you. NCWLIFE, now on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV.
Merry Maids can clean your entire home, business, or vacation rental from top to bottom, inside and out. Merry Maids will even take care of cleaning your carpets, and they can pressure wash your home. Merry Maids has thousands of happy customers. They've been cleaning homes and businesses in our valley for over 25 years. Check out their glowing reviews at merrymaidesofwenatchee.com and call the cleaning experts, Merry Maids, to get your free estimate. Your satisfaction is guaranteed, so relax. It's done.
Caught in a conflict? Family? Workplace? Neighbor? Business? Housing disputes? Wenatchee Valley Dispute Resolution Center provides mediation services, a cost-effective and efficient way to provide a written resolution to disputes and issues. Plus, we offer mediation training and community education on conflict resolution and communication skills. Contact us to learn more.
Now there are even more reasons to meet at the Pybus Market. Outdoor dining and tastings, the fabulous farmers market, Saturday artisans on the concourse, and your favorites all week long. No matter the reason, it's always time to meet at the Pybus Market. Pybus Market, where community meets.
In tonight's feature story, many people like to travel, but for many Americans, the passport process is a mystery. Ashley Feshner is the accounting manager with the Chelan County Clerk's Office who specializes in passport services. She helped shed some light on how to obtain and use those documents on the recent Chelan County Connection podcast.
So the first thing that you'll want to do is make sure that you have your passport application filled out, and that can be either by coming into our office and getting an application if you're not comfortable going online. Otherwise, you can go to travel.state.gov, and you want to be sure when you come in to have booked an appointment on our Chelan County website. If you're not comfortable doing that online as well, you can give us a call and we can do that for you over the phone and book an appointment. You want to be sure to bring a check or a money order with you. That is a big thing that people forget because a lot of people do not write checks anymore. You have to send that with your application. And then you want to have your birth certificate for proof of U.S. citizenship if it is the first time that you're applying for a passport, or if you've lost your passport. So you'll have to bring that with you as well. You'll want to bring your old passport with you so you can send that in so that you have the proof of citizenship, proof of U.S. citizenship with you. You'll want to bring an identification, so Washington State ID, driver's license, and you'll want a second form of ID if your ID has been issued less than a year ago. So that could be a Costco card, health insurance card, or a state or government issued ID. That would work as well. And also, if a child is 15 or under, both parents must be present if both parents are listed on the birth certificate. And there's also a consent form if both parents, sometimes I know it's hard with schedules for parents to both be there at the same time. There is a form on the website that is available, and it's called a DS 3053. And that gives the other parent can have it notarized, and they can give permission that way so that one parent can come in with that form. We take photos in there. A lot of times we refer to it as our glamour shot booth. At least I like to. And they are $20 for a photo. And I know some other places in town do take photos as well, but it's pretty convenient to come in and just get your photo there while you're processing your passport. And we know all the regulations that they will accept for the photos. So if you are wanting to get your passport in the standard time, which is 4 to 6 weeks, it's $130 if you're an adult. And if you're 15 or under, it is $100. And then if you are wanting to expedite the process, you can get it in 2 to 3 weeks. And then that would be an extra $60 fee. So that would make it $190 for adults and $160 for children.
Time now for a check of your North Central Washington weather forecast. Hope you had a fantastic Tuesday. Once again, the haze and smoky air returned to North Central Washington. This is out our weather window from this afternoon, looking out our Stein Hill camera up valley, and you can see a lot of that haze around the Cascades. And boy, it was very thick up the Entiat way, and you looked up that way, very soupy air this afternoon. We hung in there at about 115 for an air quality index number. And if you look over here, unhealthy for sensitive groups, that's where we were for most of the day today. Even a little bit stronger up north near that Palmas fire, but we have plenty of smoke and haze to deal with, and it looks like we'll do so for at least another day or so. High temperature today unofficially at 83 degrees, a few degrees above where we should be at 79 for this time of year. Our record high set back in 2011, a hot 97 degrees. We were at 64 this morning. 55 is our normal low temperature for this time of year, and our record low, pretty chilly for this time of year, 42 degrees, and that was set in 1970. Sunrise this morning, 6:31, and it sets tonight at 7:24. Here's what we're looking at as far as temperatures go for Wednesday, and we'll see a little bit of a warm up with some clearer skies tomorrow. 84 is all over the board. Grant County, Moses Lake, Ephrata, and Quincy at 84. Wenatchee, we should see about 84 tomorrow, as well as Entiat. A little bit warmer in Chelan and up into Omak, mid to upper 80s there. Lower 80s then tomorrow for Leavenworth and for Kashmir. As we take a look at tonight, we expect mostly clear skies. We will see some of that haze continue out there tonight with low temperatures right around the 60 degree mark. So we're getting closer to normal for overnight lows finally. As we get you into Wednesday, mostly sunny skies. You can see a ridge of high pressure off the coast. That will slowly push our way, but we do have about a 20% chance of very scattered showers tomorrow afternoon, and a little bit warmer with high temperatures in those mid 80s. For Thursday, mostly sunny skies, and things will quiet down, and it's just going to be nice into the weekend. Mostly sunny and mild Thursday with high temperatures in the low to mid 80s, so slightly above normal temperatures. For Friday, just a beautiful day for football, sunny and nice. We're talking highs on Friday again in the mid 80s as this ridge holds off a couple areas of low pressure that really won't do a lot until we get into the end of the weekend. For Saturday, mostly sunny and just a great start to the weekend. Mild temperatures for Saturday in the low to mid 80s, but here's that trough of low pressure, and it will push our way as we get you into the end of the weekend on Sunday. We're talking mostly cloudy skies. Here's that low just up in the northwest part of Washington. It's going to bring a lot of clouds statewide and a lot of shower activities Sunday, at least a 40% chance of rain in the afternoon. A little bit cooler with the clouds and showers with highs Sunday in the upper 70s. And then as we kick off our next work week on Monday, high pressure back in the picture, and it's going to make for a nice Monday with mostly sunny skies. Seasonal temperatures with highs right around 80 degrees. Taking a look now at your 7-day forecast. 61 overnight tonight, mostly sunny, very scattered showers tomorrow, and 84. And then just a beautiful 3 days from Thursday, Friday into Saturday. Temperatures low to mid 80s with mostly sunny to sunny skies. Then a pretty good chance for rain as we end our weekend on Sunday, and 79 for our high. Beautiful for Monday, mostly sunny with a high temperature then of 80 degrees. And that's a look at your North Central Washington weather forecast. Coming up next, next. Tonight's Sports Report with Eric Granstrom and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
Handoff to Zielinski around the right side. Got away from one man, got away from two. Squirts between
High school sports is back this fall on the NCWLIFE channel. Watch Eastmont, Wenatchee, and Cashmere games right here. Coverage is brought to you in part by our Platinum supporter, Alpine Air Heating and Cooling. Also by Abby's Pizza, Apple Valley Honda, Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, Global Car Care, and Highlander Golf Course and Grill. Watch high school sports on your local TV station, the NCWLIFE channel.
Your favorite local channel is now available for free on your smart TV and connected streaming devices. Watch live programming and catch up with the latest shows on demand. See the local stories that matter to you. NCWLIFE, now on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV.
I'm Jen Mueller. Watch for my show, I Cook, You Measure on NCWLIFE. It's part cooking instruction, part entertainment, and all about connecting over food and wine with your favorite Northwest athletes.
Watch I Cook, You Measure with Jen Mueller Mondays at 1, Wednesdays at 2, Fridays at 11 a.m., and Saturday and Sundays at 10:30 p.m. right here on the NCWLIFE channel.
And a happy Tuesday to you. A 4-run sixth-inning rally was just enough last night for the Mariners in a comeback win over the Cardinals 4-2 at T-Mobile Park. Brian Wu gave up a 2-run home run in the fourth in his 6 innings. He also tied a career high with 9 strikeouts. His 3-hit effort allowed Seattle the chance to come back for the win in the 6th.
So I wasn't overly concerned. Took a little time to get past it. Now I'm swinging pain-free, Chip.
That one well hit to center. That ball is gone. Welcome back, Alec Burleson. A 2-run homer. The Cardinals strike first here in the 4th inning.
Well, Chip, we talked about the presence that you have, especially Alec Burleson, and how he can handle all pitches. Talked about the importance of what fastball velocity is.
Lined off the glove of Wynn. Rivas is in. Everybody else up a station. Mariners are on the board. It's a 1-run game. Naylor plugs this out to center field, and it short hops the wall. Randy is in. Cal Raleigh, he thunders home. Julio, play at the plate. Throw gets him in plenty of time. He is out, but the Mariners have taken the lead on Josh Naylor's tracer to center field. This year as his first 6 seasons combined. Infield in. Fly ball. Hanging up in right field. Walker makes the catch. And you know what? What a heady play. That stolen base is enormous. Ball game. That's how it ends.
Manager Dan Wilson was impressed with the pitching of Wu and for a win without the benefit of a home run.
Way to start the homestand tonight. I thought it was an outstanding ball game. Brian Wu doing what Brian Wu does, getting us 6 strong innings. Just the 3 hits. I thought he was throwing the ball well. They seemed to be battling him here and there, but I thought he was in good control of the ball game. Just the single and the home run. But outside of that, not a lot of threats on the bases, not a lot of traffic. Just seemed to be in control. And then offensively, that big 6th inning there, starts with a walk, and I think that's you can't miss that right there. That's a great at bat by Leo, and getting us on the base there to get things started. Some big hits coming along, and then Naylor obviously with the bases loaded there. Cal walks to load him, and then Naylor able to. Actually, no, he walked. Julio got the hit, and then Naylor with the big hit to clear the bases there. Questionable at home plate, but didn't go our way. And then Naylor, I think with a super heads-up play to get to third base, to get into score, to get into third base with less than 2 outs, and then Polo doing a great job at the plate to get that fly ball to the outfield to tack on that extra run. That's a big run there to add a little insurance, and the bullpen from there, just outstanding. One after the next. Thought Matty Brash was sharp, Zardo was sharp, and then able to get Mooney in there, and he was super sharp as well tonight, and just the one walk, but a great game all around, up and down the lineup, great, at bats. I thought, being able to score 4 tonight without a home run, I think is big, and that was a good ball game from start to finish.
Seattle will go for a 4th straight win tonight at 6:40 on Root Sports Northwest. A win moved Seattle a half game closer to Houston in the American League West. Texas remains a game and a half back of Seattle in the wild card chase following a 5-0 win over Milwaukee. The Twins blasted the Angels 12-3. Boston shut out the Athletics 7-0. Well, the Seahawks addressed a 17-13 loss to San Francisco as they returned to the practice facility on Monday. Coach Mike McDonald, after reviewing game film from Sunday's loss, says Seattle needs to do better on third down on both sides of the football.
First thing is they're too short. We need to create longer third downs, and no matter the situation, rush and coverage have to work together better. And so, be a point of emphasis moving forward. To play great football, you have to do that on every down, but especially third down.
The interception that Ernest had to be dropping that deep, and looked like Purdy just probably didn't expect him to be there. So
it's a great example of like how rush and coverage work together. We timed up a pressure really well. Drake won his one-on-one on the running back. Didn't let the quarterback throw into his throw. EJ's where he's supposed to be in coverage, and he makes a phenomenal play. It's just kind of how it all works together. If we give the quarterback plenty of time to throw and step into it, the ball's probably a little bit more on time, and we're not having this conversation. So it takes all 11 every play, and details matter, and when we do it, we play some really good football.
Defense will be tasked with stopping veteran quarterback Aaron Rodgers Sunday in Pittsburgh as the Steelers are coming off a win in New York against the Jets in a game in which Rodgers threw for 4 touchdown passes. Sunday's game will kick off at 10 a.m. on Fox. Air quality permitting, there are 6 girls soccer matches on the schedule today. Quincy is on the road at Deer Park. Pateros is hosting Liberty Bell. Eastmont visits Ephrata tonight at 6. Cashmere is hosting Walook. Okanagan travels to Reardon, and Moses Lake kicks off against Othello on the road at 7 o'clock. Prep volleyball schedule is packed, beginning with early matches. Cascade at Thorpe. Eastmont hosting Ephrata at 6:30, while Moses Lake visits Othello. Cashmere hosts Walook. Omak welcomes Quincy. Manson visits Okanagan. Lake Roosevelt entertains Wilson Creek. Tonasket travels to Brewster, and Bridgeport is hosting Entiat. NCWLIFE will be courtside at Eastmont High School, where the Wildcats open the 2025 campaign against visiting Ephrata. Both teams are coming off 7-win seasons a year ago and look to get off to a good start tonight. So I'll be courtside for your play-by-play. And then Wenatchee will host Davis Thursday nights at Wenatchee High School. That's at 7 o'clock. We'll be there for the broadcast with the pregame a little bit before 7. Well, Wenatchee Valley College will forge ahead into the school's athletic season with familiar faces at the helm. The former women's soccer coach Levi Vega will serve as the acting athletic director for the coming year, while current baseball coach Aaron Vaughn will be the assistant. The college is also beginning a nationwide search for a candidate who will fill the role permanently. Vega and Vaughn inherit a program that has seen several athletic directors and 3 coaching fires in the last 2 years. WVC also announced its press release that Karina Lati has been hired as a certified athletic coordinator and trainer. She comes to WVC after serving the trainer for the Wenatchee Wild the last 2 seasons. That's a look at sports news. I'm Eric Granstrom. Have a happy Tuesday.
And that will do it for this edition of the NCWLIFE Evening News. For more news from around North Central Washington, you can find us at ncwlife.com, on our social media channels, or on our mobile app. And now you can watch all of NCWLIFE's 24/7 programming without cable. Our channel is available on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV. Download the NCWLIFE app to your devices and share the news with friends and family. You can email us with news tips anytime at news@ncwlife.com or call 888-6295. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks so much for being with us and have a great night.